everyone, welcome to part 9 of the Make Money Writing series. Today we are talking about product descriptions. Now, product descriptions are a very essential part of the sales strategy for an e-commerce business. E-commerce businesses are basically the businesses that are dealing in any kind of product. So, for these type of businesses, when they are listing their products online, it is very crucial for them to write product descriptions. Why? Because it is these product descriptions that derive the consumer to buy those products. So up until now, all the writing services that I have discussed, they apply both to service based and product based businesses. But in this case, we are specifically talking about the products that you see on e-commerce websites like Amazon. So every single product, it has a description beneath it, right? You would have seen that when you are surfing online and when you are searching for anything on Amazon or on Flipkart or any other e-commerce website, so you see those descriptions that are written that helps you to understand how that product will help you, why you should buy that product, what are the features of that product, and how that product will benefit you. So as a writer, as a copywriter, when you are writing product descriptions, these are all the things that you take into consideration, and these are the services, like the basically the whole process in which you write these product descriptions. It will help you to sell this service, sell this as a writing service to your clients. Now, when you are writing a product description, there are a few things that you need to consider. So I will be talking about all of them one by one. So the very first thing, like I said, this is the prerequisite of any writing service now, because in all the videos that I have done so far on this series, it is basically the foundation of creating any writing service. It is the foundation of writing online, which is to know your audience, to know your readers, or to know your consumers. So when you are writing product descriptions, you should be aware of the consumer. You should be aware of the people that you want to sell those products to. For example, if I am writing a product description for a skincare brand, I need to understand what is the age group that the product targets, who are the demographics, if they're targeting any particular area, if it's a local product, if it's an international product. All of these things have to be considered when you are writing a product description. So the very first point is know your consumers. Now, the second point is, when you are writing product descriptions, this is one mistake that a lot of copywriters make. They focus on the features, like the product has this, the product has that, it is made of this, it is made of that, this was the process, and this and that. Well, to break your bubble, nobody cares. Why? Because as a consumer, I want to see how that product will help me. I do not have the time to be there and sit on my screen and to read the entire thing and go over the features very interestingly or very focused. Why? Because it's simple. There are thousands of same products in the market. I just want to see how that product will benefit me, and most importantly, does it fulfill the reason because of which I am searching for that product online. So as a copywriter, focus on the benefits and not on the features. So again, if I am searching for a skincare product that would help me treat my acne or something like that, so I do not care what kind of formulation it has. I will not care what is the process of making, because I'm a consumer. I am not a chemistry person who would understand how that formulation would benefit me. I just want to know if that product will solve my problem or not. So focus on the solution, focus on the benefit that the product will provide to the consumer. This is your duty as a copywriter, that you should always focus on the benefits and never on the features. Now, the third part, tell the full story. So what do we mean by story? So here's the thing. Storytelling is a very, very powerful skill. Whether you are selling a digital product or a physical product, it is very, very important that you tell the whole story. So what do we mean by story here? So for product descriptions, a story could be how that product solved the particular problem of a consumer. You could have you could write a video script where you can showcase, where you can take the reader, the consumer, on a journey, on a transformation, where you can show them how the consumer was before buying the product and what was the transformation that they went through after they used that product. So tell the story and take your readers, your consumers, on a journey with you. Now, the fourth point, use natural language and tone. Again, this is like a very basic point, but a lot of copywriters miss it because writers somehow they believe that writing big words will create a stronger influence or it will create a stronger impact. Not always. Why? Because an average consumer or reader on the web, they read at a middle school level. So make sure that you are using simple language that has normal words and that doesn't go very high into the vocabulary. Why? Because you want the people to understand the, everyone who is reading that product description. You don't want them to close that tab and open another Google tab and find the meaning of that word. Nobody has that kind of time with them and nobody would really take the initiative. So make sure that you use a natural tone and you use normal words in your product descriptions. Don't make it too high pricey or something like that. That doesn't work in a normal market or for normal consumers. So next thing, power words. Now what are power words? Using power words in your product descriptions will instigate the consumer. Why? Because that will evoke some kind of emotion. So here are some examples of power words: eye-opening, fearless, amazing, breathtaking. Power words are basically adjectives that add a little weight, that add in fact a lot of weight to everything that you're trying to say. For example, okay, let me just have it here for you. So here is an example. It says, we are converting our canvas tongue logos to vegan leather. This is about some kind of shoes. So that said, it is a possibility of getting either as we work through inventory. There is no way for us to guarantee one or the other. Appreciate your understanding. Now this is a particular, like a part of a description that has been written. So okay, let me just catch the particular phrase. Okay, so here it says rose colored glasses, or it says delicious taste, and then it has a word like it will bring positivity and you are out exploring. So all of these are different kind of adjectives or different kind of power words that add a lot of weight. Why? Because they add a lot of subject, a lot of potential to your writing. So go ahead, go to Google and search for power words. You will get a list of, like, literally a long list of power words that you can use as a copywriter, not just for product descriptions but otherwise as well. In fact, when we write blogs, for blogs as well, it is always recommended that we use some kind of power word in our headline. Why? Because it adds a lot of emotion, whether negative or positive. Just add some kind of emotion to your writing and it will literally elevate the level and the impact it will have on your consumer. Now the next point is make it easy to scan. Now just because you're writing product descriptions, that does not mean you have to write long walls of text and lengthy walls of text. No, whenever you are writing online, whenever you are writing for the digital world, make sure that you make it scannable, you make it readable for your audience. This is again very important. Why? Because normal human, we don't sit down and read like one every single sentence until and unless it is something that I am really interested in. So to help your consumer scan and to help your consumer literally read very quickly. Make it scannable. Put it in a format that is easily readable, that is easily digestible, that catches the attention of your consumer. Now, next point, optimizing for search engines. So you are listing your products on Amazon or Flipkart or any other e-commerce website, or even for that matter on your own website, but you want your product to show up when the customer searches for that particular keyword on Google. So how do you make sure that your product shows up? Search engine optimization, SEO. So whenever you are writing the product description, the headline and the meta description and the whole product description, make sure you add keywords, both primary and related. I already have a video about keywords. You can just check that. I will link it here. So make sure that you add every single primary or secondary keywords that fits into the description very naturally and not very forcefully. Okay, so make sure you do that search engine optimization for every single product that you are writing for your client. And the next point is using images. So this is something that is your client's responsibility until and unless they ask you to provide those images for them. So again, for this point, you can just rely on your client for that they use really good images, clear images that show clearly what is the product and that shows the implementation or the application of that product if necessary. So go ahead and use those products. Videos, adding videos in your products is a very, very good way of showing your consumers that they are real things, that the products are real and they are being used by real people and they actually work. So last point for the product descriptions, which is super important, that is including your social proof. Now, if you have been using Amazon or Flipkart, you would see that 5-star rating or the reviews below. Those are the social proofs. So if you are working with a client and they have their website, ask them to have that space available where people can drop their reviews and people can drop that 4 stars or 5 stars for their products or whatever stars that the consumer feels like dropping. So why? Because this adds again a lot of weight. This adds to the advantage of buying that product for their customers. Okay, so well, this was everything that I wanted to talk about today. Product descriptions. I hope again you learned something new. I hope you will be able to like by now you would have been able to get a little bit of understanding of what writing service should you offer as a writer. We have a few more to go before the series ends. So I will see you in the next video with another writing service where I will talk to you about something new, something new that you can offer as a content writer, as a copywriter, and how you can use it to your benefit as a service provider in the digital world. Until then, thank you for watching. I'll see you around on my Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Thank you for watching. Bye.